This video was sponsored by Enhance, NeoWatt, A Better Road Planner, Elbilmek, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are at EV Hub today with Nasir, and I'm going to show you guys a pretty cool test bench device. I was like blown away. Maybe it's just me, but I'm like, whoa, this is so awesome. But okay, whatever. Let Nasir show you. Yeah. Demonstrate what the heck this is.
We have used actually quite a bit of time, so I'm very glad you are here today, Bjorn, to show you this. My team have actually, all honor to them, have used a lot of time on the R&D department to build a test bench for the PTC heaters, because we remanufacturing these PTC heaters. We change the heat elements, change some AGBT here, and we needed a very good test tool to not mount it in the car. So we come up with the idea, if we want to scale, we need some test benches. So we build this great test bench that I will show today. It has some wheels, it has some infrared camera, it has some fan, and we can simulate that it's in a car with this connection here, where we have the CAN data.
Yeah, sorry, which car is this for?
This is Tesla Model S,
okay.
The first gen. So we simulate that it's in the car, so we can power it up. So when we connect it here, it gets 400 volts, and we can control it from here. So we will do the demo today. I think it's first time I'm doing the demo live on the video, so it will be very interesting to see how this go on. And we have, this is heat element, and we have one version that is for the coolant, and this is for mesh headers. So this is how it look like, and this is when we have done full reman on it, how it look like. So PTC heater is in our company like milk and bread. We sell a lot of them.
Yeah, so this is the PTC to air type.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Tesla uses.
Yeah, so I will connect it here.
Okay, the fan starts going. That's where the communication happens, right?
Yes. So now we have connection here.
So it simulates a Tesla.
Exactly.
It thinks it's connected to a Tesla.
Yes. So then you can see all the data from the temperature sensors inside the heater. I have set it to the limit to power to 80%, so not to get it too hot. So I put on the and then power.
You see, oh wow, look at that. You can see that, wow, this is this is so cool. You can see all this live data, 5 kilowatt, 5.5. Okay, yeah. But look here, now it starts heating up. And I can feel the heat is coming out here.
Yeah.
Wow, that took seconds to get heat.
Yes, it's very efficiency way.
Really fast.
Of getting it up. If I of course had it up to full power, then the power will maybe go all the way, the watt will go all the way up to 6,000. But I saw that it went above 5,000. So then it's good enough, and the temperature is above 100 degrees. All the heating elements are working. So then we are sure when we send out the parts that it's actually good value that we have here.
The PTC will naturally reach its maximum temp, right?
Yeah.
At some point, yeah.
Yes.
And then it had that peak power in the beginning just to ramp up the heat.
Exactly, and then it goes down again.
There's some debug.
Debug. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So that's what we have been doing lately, the 3 years, developing this with our team, and we will scale on this more and more. So wherever we go, we can actually start production with our equipment for the high voltage components.
So now can you demonstrate to just shut it down then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then of course I can either go here now, put first on, and then power. Some debugs.
So the power went to 0?
Yeah.
And then it should start cooling down.
Yeah. And then yeah, it's going down.
We have to actually wait long enough for the element to cool down first.
Yeah.
Dude, it's working brilliant. Okay, there's some secret stuff going under there. We cannot show it.
Yeah, that's our secret.
But dude, like this device here, holy macaroni! If car workshop had this, right, it would be so much easier than having to install it in the car every time.
Yes, that's one thing. But for us who do remanufacturing high scale, and that's to make the quality insurance that the parts is good before we package it and delivers it. So when we have done the test, we package it with this package here.
Okay, so you see, you take semi-broken parts,
Yeah,
remanufacture them, and then over here, like ready for shipping.
exactly. And then we get orders, and then we send it out. So here is some inverter from ABRP.
Oh. Wow! Not only Tesla.
No, we do many as a Mitsubishi AC compressor.
Volkswagen.
Yes.
They will see reman for all of them.
Yeah, and we have life cycle parts management. We have a number here. Where did the parts come from? How did we reman it? And where did we sell it? So we follow the life cycle of the parts actually.
This is actually brilliant. It's green, sustainable.
And we make the EV live longer.
And then what about warranty on some of these parts?
Yes, we have 2 years warranty and 100,000 kilometers.
Oh, 100,000?
Yes.
2 years?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, the thing needs to cool down, but man, awesome. I mean, for me, I'm a nerd. I was like, oh shit. But can workshops order this device now?
At the moment, we have it in-house for all, but of course, if some partners and other see the usability, we are open to that. They can take contact with us and we can see what we can do.
Awesome. Okay. Anyway, there will be more videos. There is actually lots of stuff to show you guys in EV Hub here. So yeah, maybe there will be a series of videos in the following days and weeks. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Bjorn, for coming. And I've actually kind of missed you something, but now I feel something is complete.
Yeah,
it's many years since last time.
Here. Like I haven't seen you in a while, and I had kids. You would be busy with that.
Yes. Now we are back.
Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.